welcome to Sunday Live at 5 in the studio. Showcasing the candles created today, along with doing the drawing for this week's giveaway. And I'll highlight the fact that the crystals available on my website will be going away tomorrow morning. So tonight's the last night for the sale on that. So anyone watching this after, I'm hoping you're having a peaceful week and appreciate you taking time to watch the live. I do have 2 candles that just finished pouring, so I don't know if they will decide to come out of the molds through the live because they're still pretty hot on the top, but I will show you the 3 created earlier today. And hello and welcome, Miss Tammy. So we will start with a few downloads that I received yesterday, and I made 3 of them today. Hey, Miss Kata, how are you? How's the visit with Mom? So Puff of Air, interesting one. It's got rose and oud, a little sandal coconut, and a little volcanic sand and sage. It's going to be 25. This is, if you guys can see that, is Puff of Air. I'm very curious about this one. I get excited because I want to get them out of the mold as soon as they're ready, but I have to wait until 5. So I share it with you. We get to look at them together. Here we go. Hello, Miss Di. So here is Puff of Air. Came out pretty nice. Oh, got a big old jersey right through there. Guess there's your big inhale. Your puff of air. There's a top. I like this band across here. It's almost got like a shelf. That came out pretty nice. So that is Puff of Air. Okay. Came in with this candle right behind it. Another download out of nowhere. This will be 35. Because the Puff of Air came out of nowhere. Thought that was kind of fascinating. How that happened yesterday. That's fascinating. That is not at all what I expected. What the heck? There is, honest to goodness, very little black in this candle, and it took over. That is a big old negative space there. Well, this is just fascinating. It's almost like there's a river gorge through there. Wow. Okay. I'm very curious how this will look tomorrow. Like, what's up underneath all this? That's what's fascinating. This came out really cool. Thanks, Ribbon. It does, doesn't it? You know, you're right. It does look like Dragon Bloodstone. Anyway, those came in together. That was interesting. So that was out of nowhere. And it'll be 35. Fascinating. So you guys are getting to see these before they get up to the website. All right, let's take a look at Park. I'll grab another cloth here. I always use, if anyone's ever wondering why these look like torn sheets, because they are. These were Mom's. She only used 100% cotton. So I have stacks of these, and they're cut up to... I agree. The lightning, the red lightning at sea, heck yeah. I mean, I know what's behind all this, so the fact that this little bit of black at the bottom decided to go, because you know they pour upside down. So it just went pouring on down in there, but you can see what's going on behind it. Be curious what it looks like when it burns, but anyway, so that's what these are. So you got Mom Energy on there with the cotton. So I've got those cut up, stored away. All right, this is Park. Very curious how this one will end up coming out. Let's see what we got here. That's pretty cool. Whoa. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Pretty cool. And of course, this all buffs and looks different after it cures for a day and it gets blade taken to it. I'm curious about the top. Nobody minds me taking a moment here to kind of see what's underneath there. First glimpse anyway. A lot of details going to show up. All right, Ribbons 747, I'm digging your name since I'm Ribbons and Wax, so I love this part. A little pop of purple and then that yellow coming up. And that sunset color. So that is Park. That's an interesting way to put it. The way they get poured, I use pigment, and I use it like paint. So basically, I am, it's funny because I kind of think I have sometimes I can have control, so to speak, on some of the pattern, but most of the time, you're talking hot wax, it's going to do what it wants to do. Like spit up and pour all over my foot, ankle, and floor today. I already had to pick up the big old chunks. You get burned, it's why you gotta wear pants. So sometimes, you know, I'll ask, can you create a bird? Can you create this for me? And it's done that. I had a candle called the Pearl and took it out of the mold. I'm like, what the heck? And nestled in this little rainbow looking piece was this tiny little white shimmering pearl once. So they clearly listen. By they, I mean whoever else is in charge. So, I mean, I can create some pattern, but I knew what I was doing with this, but they took over clearly because out of nowhere, the black completely took over because I was literally, you can see, painting with red. And it got taken over, so I hope that answered your question. All right, let's see if these others want to get shown. So this was from our Forest Fae. Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. So I made a small one and I made a big one. He's still super hot. He might come out. This is what walked all over me, and by that I mean it on the floor and everywhere, but it also like walked across all of the tags that were laid out. I'm still getting wax off of them. So we'll see if the small one of the Forest Walker will come out, and he is they're scented with meadow thistle, the Enoki forest, and the Hinoki cypress. I will tell you, the Enoki forest smells similar to petrichor. I know it's got petrichor in it, but it's not as potent. The meadow thistle is not a super flowery either. It's more kind of wildflower scented, not sweet flower. And the Hinoki cypress had the actual sweeter tone of the cypress. Just because these are newer scents I've been working with, and they're all natural scents. There's no chemicals. It's like I don't put any chemicals in the candles. They're just naturally made pigments and sourced wax, sustainably sourced wax, and then he's still pretty hot. I can make him out first. I asked them to create birds because of the bird there. So there's our bird. So that's when you asked about the patterns. So it created a bird, kind of two of them. So that's the small one of the forest walker. So he will be 11. Which one? Are you wanting the big one or the little one? Because there's the big one. Same, but he's big. He's about an inch taller than that one, by the way, if that kind of tells people. They're similar molds, but they're just shy. So that's that one. You got it. I can put your name on that die. Thank you. Okay. So that would go to Diana. So those who are registered within the website, so I've got your email. I can invoice through Square, which is my website, RibbonsAndWax.com, and you can pre-claim on the lives. Okay. I would be highly surprised if he's going to come out yet, so I'm going to set him to the side because I have a couple other things to show, and maybe he'll cool off in that time and we'll be able to show him. So I'll put that one there. The other one, just so you know, and I don't know if he'll be ready either, was the silent one. And so that's my chair creaking if you're wondering about the noise. So it's black currant and white currant. So they're not sweet. They have a little bit of a bite to them on those. So that's the silent one. And he's in the tube mold, but I don't know if he'll want to come out or not. He's still a little bit toasty. So we'll show you what else I've got to show you today, and then we'll see if either of those want to come out before we end the live. So we'll also be doing the drawing. So anyone making purchases through the week from the live, like on Sunday, through to the following Saturday evening, their name goes in the drawing. And we give away something every week. And this week it's the flower spirit along with an agate candle holder. So we'll do that. The other thing I just wanted to show everyone is that on my website, if you're familiar with it, I have crystals, but they are going away tomorrow. So that's on a big crystal sale. So if anyone's needing crystals, they go away tomorrow. So if you want to go to RibbonsAndWax.com, you can find a variety of crystals still on the website until tomorrow. And then I will be pulling them off, and these will no longer be there. Just kind of showing you what's here. I did a video on this. Some of you may have seen it. I put it out there. Just wanted to go through it again really quick, and I'll run this through. So you got ocean jasper, you've got spinal and matrix, crazy lace agate, fossil coral, that's the large size, some zebra jasper, some Narmada Shiva lingams, some ruby fuchsite, opalite, onyx, a couple left of the bowls, one indigo gabbro palm. Like I said, everything's marked down pretty well. Smaller fossil coral, some large Picasso jaspers, lodolite or garden quartz, red king cobra, palm stones, white king cobra, gray chalcedony, brachiated jasper tumbles, bumblebee jasper, a little bit of chrysocolla left, network jasper, chevron amethyst, stromatotite, love this stuff, three palms left of the ruby and kyanite, some sunstone, some stitch-tite, love the stromatotite, by the way, oldest known macro fossil. These are fascinating, very grounding. Some rose quartz, red moss agate, by the way. It's really pretty. Large ocean jasper tumbles, banded carnelians, chlorite, a few angelite, amazonite, banded agate, network jasper, green adventurine, mahogany obsidian. I can't believe I even know this stuff now. Tiger dendrite with, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Tiger dendrite. These is a combination. Dendritic agate and tiger's eye combos. So thanks for saying that, Di. Diana got a few. There's some labradorite, some scolasite, 2 rhodonite. These are sunset rhodonites, though. Tiger's eye, ruby and fuchsite, lepidolite, moss agate, red chert. Fascinating crystal. Freaking love this. Those are dendritics, I believe. Tiger dendritic palms. Really big leopard skin tumbles. Kambaba jasper, batik jasper, rutile and quartz, bloodstone, cinnabrite, blue aragonite. Starts with an M. Come on, Trish. Where's your brain? What is this? It's on the tip of my brain. It's on the website. I just lost my brain. Some polychrome, a couple sodalites, really cool specimens. Pyrite quartz, elephant skin, gold rutile and quartz. These are pretty cool. Larvacite, flower agate, fossil coral palm, Dalmatian, and chrysoprase. I think that was all of it. I think that's pretty much everything that's on the website. So anyone's needing some crystals, there you go. All right. Also, a couple of things to let you know. I'm doing another YouTube with Sherry a week from, a week from yesterday. So next Saturday at 2, and as soon as I get the link for that, I will get that posted. It's at 2 o'clock. It's the healing session I did a couple weeks ago for 2 hours on hers. People ask questions, and I could kind of guide and point to how to work on stuff within their physical body with issues they were having. It's one thing. The second I wanted to tell you was, I told you about the website and the crystal sale. Also, if you were able to follow on Instagram, I do a lot of posts out there. I'm not live on there anymore since the requirement is 1,000 people. And also, if you're able to follow me on eBay, believe it or not, I got a lot of stuff going out on there. And no shame in saying this is all to help me keep my house. I am doing what I can, selling what I can, to keep the house I just got less than a year ago. So any support is greatly appreciated. So with that, let's do the drawing, because I don't see, I'll take a peek, but I doubt these are ready to come out. But I'll look. They're still pretty warm, and he's got a big old cavity, so he's not ready. So the silent one will have to wait. Hi, Miss Shiny. Thank you for the package. Greatly appreciated. So these are a little too warm. He'll have to come out, and I'll post him up to Instagram. So that's where I like to do most of my spins. So the big forest walker, I have a funny feeling if I tried to take him out. Just wait a couple more minutes. There's the baby one Di grabbed. Very curious how the big one's gonna look. And we did Puff of Air. It came out pretty nice. Very excited to see how he looks. And the Out of Nowhere, still can't get over how different that looks with all that black that came through. It may not stay. It may come off through the night. I don't know. He was pretty cool. And then, of course, Park. I really like how that one came out. That's going to clean up beautifully. They always look so different after a day of curing and then getting buffed. So there you go. And Shiny, we were just going, all the crystals on the website are on sale. If you want to pass that along or let anybody know, they'll be leaving the website tomorrow. And that was within everything on the table. We just went through everything that's there. They're priced pretty much at cost. So just got to make space for new stuff. So, Oh, by the way, these are also the candles that are still up on the website. There's community, there's passages at the end of the day. Yeah, it's crazy how they change, isn't it? There's a line, simply guided, in the now. Show your gratitude to others, thank yourself. There's a forest sister from there. Left, I do have a few pumpkins if anyone's interested in that. There's some candles tucked in. And there's holding hands, something new, and subtle shift. Those were last week's reveals. And there's not lost. Still love this one. He came out really beautiful. Unfiltered. There's the one with the statement on it. Pure nature, self-aware. Some of these are actually already marked down on sale. There's one of the last troll face from the Forest Fade deck. And yes, he comes with a troll. So, yeah. Just in case anyone wants to know, a lot of those are actually already marked down along with the crystals. So, all right, let's see what we got here for the giveaway. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. He needs another. Lay him that way. So they can. Okay. Let's see. Flower Spirit. This is our giveaway today. Pretty cool little holder. This is one of Aunt Holly's. Glass and an agate. Flower Spirit. So that is our giveaway. Let's see. I think there's only about 4 people in here. We'll see. And I appreciate all of you. All right, let's see who's in there. We got everybody. All right, so Diana, thank you. Leslie, thank you. Pepper, thank you. Angie, thank you. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. All right, let's see who our winner is. Leslie. I'll have to send her a message and let her know. So, congratulations, Miss Leslie. There we go. All right, I'm just going to see if he wants to come out. If he doesn't, he doesn't. This was the large forest walker. Something tells me he probably won't. He's the one who spit up all over my leg shoe floor. He basically vomited on me. Hot wax, so we'll see. But this will be the big version of this. So we birthed that one. Someone had asked about how we get patterns, and I asked it to put a bird, and I believe that it did. So that one was going to Diana. Let's see what the big one looks like. All right. Okay. All right. Nice and gentle. Whoop. Nope. See? He started leaking. He's not wanting to come out. Asked too much of it too soon. I asked too much of it too soon. All right. I understand. You spit up on me earlier. This one also, I know he's not ready because he's still liquid up in there. So those will be the 2 that we'll just have to wait and see out on Instagram, and I'll get them posted up here to YouTube too tomorrow when they come out. I know, they have such attitudes, don't they? They really do. They've got terrible, terrible attitudes. All right, so I will see everyone again next Sunday. Just a reminder, I'll put the thumbnail when I get it from Sherry about being on our show next Saturday at 2 in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. And the crystals will be leaving tomorrow, so anyone wanting to purchase tonight or in the morning, I appreciate that. And there will be new things being added up to the website and more candles going on sale any little bit to help. So what I'll probably do, just so you know, on these, by the way, I'll film the birth, and that way they get posted so we can birth them together. So we didn't get to do it tonight, but a few more candles are coming. I've got a little bit of a download here, just working my way through them. I've got willow, bark, Springer, I don't know what the Springer and then Spaniel was, but billowing and then back to basic element. I didn't understand that, but those are coming up next week. So we'll see how those come along. And I guess that's it for everybody. And those getting to watch some football tonight. Go Chiefs. Woohoo. So anyway, thanks you all so much. Appreciate the support. And nothing reaches and grabs at you. I'd love it if you just passed it along to someone you know, because maybe it does that. Oh, yep, came in with bark right behind it. So check in on Dakota. Make sure Willow's barking for her. So, yeah. Oh, I have to say, I want to look at this one more time as a group because I just think this came out really cool. That park one. It's little pops of purple, chartreuse, a little turquoise, and then, wow. I really like that band on there. Okay, just wanted to look at that again. All right, everybody, and congratulations, Leslie. And I'll announce what next week's giveaway is in the next couple of days. So stay tuned. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a peaceful evening. Thank you.